Welcome to Behind the Glass with Sam J. I've been quarantined for I don't know how long now. I'm attempting to grow facial hair. God help us all. Welcome back, everybody. It's episode number 9. Thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I just want to send a quick note out to everybody to make sure everybody's staying safe, looking out for each other, and just bunkering down in these times. Don't be an idiot and go in big public places and start coughing on people. Don't be a punk, because the sooner we all just bunker in and watch Netflix and play some video games, the sooner we get out of this. Really. So just keep on keeping on, everybody. Now, with that being said, and again, before I get into what I'm planning on doing today, shoot me some ideas if you guys want to see me talk about anything, whether it's sports related, video game related, just cultural events related, or you want, God forbid, to give me some motivational stuff to talk about, or maybe some more deeper, more personal topics, or if you guys want to know more about my own personal life, from my daily happenings, or whatever. Feel free to hit me up, slide in the DMs, like and comment below. Just hit me up. Hey, I'm a open door policy around here, pretty much, so holla at you, boy. Because nobody asked, I'm going to explain the things that are all behind me here, how I got them, where they came from, and why I had them here. So without further ado, let's begin. But what the first thing I have here is nice Blue Jays batting helmet. Now, I think I got this for a gift from, I want to say my mom, years ago. And you can tell that because this older Blue Jays logo, I think it was around like 2007-ish. I don't have my facts right now, but feel free to fact check me below when Blue Jays were rocking this logo, but it was a little while ago. So this is probably back when, Vernon Wells, Frank Catalanato, Shannon Stewart, those Blue Jays teams. If you're a real Blue Jays fan, not this new 2015 bandwagon Blue Jays fans, the older Blue Jays fans. Now, I can't really say much of being an old Blue Jays fan because I was born the year the last time they won a World Series. So take it with a grain of salt, but I know this is mid 2000s for sure. But yeah, I always saw it as a fun little thing, and at the time it would be cool if I collected more of these, had more of the teams I could put up on a big shelf. But I'm not rich enough to afford that, so one of these was just worked out fine enough for me, and go Jays go. Now, I'm not gonna pick it up, but the lava lamp, you've seen the lava lamp in the People Played videos as well, and also in my own videos. I got this from a friend of mine for a Secret Santa gift, I believe 2 years ago now. Shout out to Natalie. At first it was kind of a gag, but the more I used it, I'm like, you know what? That's kind of cool. So why not? Adds a little light, adds a little different color to this. So it's just, nice to have. Conversational piece, let's say. Now the Lamborghini. Now I believe, it says it on here. It is a Lamborghini Murcielago. Now there's a little, backstory to this. An old friend of mine, in elementary school, I believe. I think I got this in grade 7. Grade 7 or 8. I forget how old you are back then, but young enough. But at the time, my friend Evan, he was just we had to kind of joke thing. Oh man, it'd be so sick if I had a nice car, a nice Lamborghini or a sweet car when I grew up. So for my birthday party, he gets me a Lamborghini. So it was kind of a funny joke, but it was a kind of cool display piece. Because actually, I took it apart because right here and right here, it actually came on a little stand. But me being the inner child that I am, I wanted to make it just go vroom vroom and take it off ramps and stuff and drive it around. So I took it off so I could use it. So now it's just, not too sentimental or deep, but I feel like it's just another thing to remind me that it's a nice idea to keep some nice things in mind for, for a goal, future things, say that. And also do remember, these can come up, whatever these do. I don't know what these do, but they open up and click, I guess. But I remember the front. So I remember it's the first time learning that, I guess in some nice cars, bigger sports cars, the trunk is in the front. So that was kind of neat. Actually, it says 2001. So this is how old this is been made. So the fact that's in probably this decent amount of shape, the windshield wipers are very loose, but they're not broken or anything like that. So yeah, pretty neat. Now the next thing, Damn. I don't know how you properly pronounce it, but Damn, a vinyl by Kendrick Lamar. Actually a pretty solid album. I like Kendrick Lamar. I'm not the biggest fan. I actually prefer J. Cole over Kendrick Lamar. Just no other reason. I tend to find myself listening to more of J. Cole's music than Kendrick's music. But you can't deny this album had a huge impact. I think it's his newest one he's released, and this was 2017, 2016. Kendrick's pretty quiet when it comes to music releases. He kind of goes off the radar. You don't really hear from him at all until he drops something. I got this stuff at my work. I work at Winners, and this was on vinyl for like 20 bucks. So I was just like, sweet, that's a steal. And I still kept the plastic on it because who knows, maybe it's collector's item down the road. And like, I don't have a vinyl player myself or record player. Might get one later on because the sound of vinyl is nice, but not the newer reproduced vinyl, like the older vinyl that's done on wax. That's to get the real nice raw sound. Kind of a cool little collectible. As you can see, I got a couple more behind me. I'll explain the other ones as we go along here. But yeah, I just want to touch on this one really quick. That not bad little record. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar, and shout out to Winners for selling cheap records of good albums. So there's that. Like that little fancy transition. Hey, I'm getting better at this shit, guys. Hey. So this is another album by Slaughterhouse, and actually I think the album's still in here. Yep. Although it's a little broken. Whoops. But this album it's a good album, but it was still something that Slaughterhouse, it was almost at the starting of their downfall, because when there were shitty records, yeah, like all four of these dudes can rap their asses off. One of them doesn't rap anymore because he has a very successful podcast that he does, and that's Joe Budden. But the other three can still rap their asses off, no problem. Actually, Royce da 5'9" is one of my favorite MCs, and real nice person to look up to for like people dealing with like substance abuse or alcoholism, because that guy's been through just about goddamn everything. But I digress. But this album and this group was, I'm not gonna say one of the groups that kept me interested in rap, but for a long time they captivated my attention. Usually you don't see lyrical rappers get into the mainstream that often. I'm not saying that mainstream rappers aren't lyrical, but I'm saying that dudes that rap like this usually don't get the limelight as they should. That's just my opinion. I tend to like more of lyrical, not boom bap, but more lyrical, in-depth rap rather than just people rapping up in the club or, you know, whatever you hear on the radio now. So it was very nice. It's probably not even the best album, but it was back in the day when you went and buy albums in person, not on them damn iTunes and streaming them and stuff. But times have changed, but still a solid album. I like to keep a few of my albums. You can see I got a couple more here I'll get to. But yeah, another fancy little album there. Now we got some fuzzy dice. Like that sick trick. But yeah, my brother got me these because at the time, if you guys know me, I drove a vehicle called the Chevy S10. And my God, that was probably one of the best vehicles I ever driven in my life. And my brother used to drive it too. He actually kind of handed me down it. And when he had it, he had kind of fuzzy dice, just the regular fuzzy dice, kind of as a joke. But like, it looked more like a lowrider because the suspension was dropped in it. It looked really low to the ground. So it only made sense to have fuzzy dice in it because we had a little window tint in it, had a nice sound system in it. Like, it was a sick truck. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. The Atlanta Falcons are my favorite football team. So as a Christmas gift one year, like a stocking stuffer kind of gift, my brother tossed these in, which I appreciate. Shout out to my brother Mitch. Yeah, so that's about it for these fuzzy dice. That's kind of the story behind them. And I might put these in my car one day. But I feel like driving my Jeep isn't the best spot. If I had like a Jeep TJ Wrangler, whatever they're called, the ones you take the doors off, might be a little bit better. But my Liberty it's nice. I like my Liberty. Liam Neeson 2.0. I don't think they'd fit him. Here's a little, I guess they call it a stress ball, but it's just more of a bouncy ball. A little smiley face. So it does help as a little stress reliever, you know. So I have this in a fidget spinner that kind of keeps me doing stuff, if that makes sense. I forget where I got this. I have no idea where this even came from. This is one of the few things that I have no idea where it came from. Somebody might know where it came from. Yeah, and just a smiley face. Just remember to stay happy, especially in times like these. Try to keep smiling. There's always good things to look back on or look forward to or be thankful for. Don't worry. Be happy. All right, next is... this is from Margaritaville in Jamaica. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. But yeah, at the time, when I was in Jamaica on a family trip, great family trip by the way, I recommend going to Montego Bay or anywhere in Jamaica. The Island Man. The drink I got this in was a beer garita. It had a Corona with some, obviously, margarita mix, so you're probably talking tequila and things like that. but the Corona was upside down in it. So as you're drinking it, the beer drained in, and fancy little drink. Some people didn't take theirs, but I took it as a little kind of collector's item. Yeah, it's Margaritaville and brand and all that, but like when you go to Jamaica, one of the things you don't think of is bringing back a blender souvenir. So nice. I guess I'm blowing the top off of this video. Whoa! I'm done with this. License registration, please. Oh, jokes aside, this is my little 3-tool multi-tool I got from my work, as you can see. TGS Canada Health and Safety. No big deal. I was part of the Health and Safety Committee for about a year there. Yeah, so the top, you get two drill bits. Then you have your level in the middle, and then the light at the end. I got this for free. They just give you, they get free shit sent to them, so they give out stuff to the associates. So I got this because I feel things I've got from there for free were kind of trash. So I figured it's actually something practical that I have used before. I've actually used the drill bit for it. And I actually used the level to put these shelves up. Well, this one's fucked, but that one's okay. Neat little multi-tool. So, yeah, I guess shout out to winners, I guess. They're not really employing me or paying me at the moment, but it is what it is, right? Everybody's kind of in the same boat. Now this little thing, I gotta dust it off here. Now if you guys can read that, I'm not sure if it's focused or not, but it was a little joint tin. Actually, you can read on the back. There was some joints. They're about yay big. There was 6 of them. It was Jenny Kush. My friend Matt and I. If you guys don't know, I do the People Flavor podcast with him. Make sure to go like and subscribe to that channel. I'll put a link somewhere down here in the description. Yeah, we went to Vegas, and of course, we like to indulge ourselves in some marijuana, and it's legal in Vegas. So we had to take a little trip to the dispensary to see what they had, and this is part of a deal. We got this, and we actually brought the vape along, so we had the vape in these joints, and man, we got baked. So we were just cruising around Vegas, high as shit. Walk around. You can walk around with open alcohol downtown Vegas on the Strip, which is pretty cool. If you haven't been to Vegas, I'd actually recommend going. You don't have to go for a long time. You go for a couple days and then go to the Grand Canyon and then go to Red Rock Canyon. And that's pretty much what we did. And we went, not on a whim, but like kind of just like, hey man, want to go somewhere in a few months? We're like, all right, cool. And we booked a trip to Vegas, and Matt posted a video of that. It's been over a year since we've been. Go check his channel out and go find that Vegas video. Go comment on it and tell you that Sam sent you. You dig? Yeah, a little momentum from Vegas, because I didn't bring anything else back from Vegas, because I knew Matt was gonna make a video, so we could always look back on that. And he took some some flame pictures, but. Sometimes what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas, because you gotta share those good ass times. Depends what kind of shit you get into. Now, speaking of good times, here's a flask. I've actually never used it before, but it was a stocking stuffer my mom got me. Oh man, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe even longer. But I always thought it was kind of cool. It had a gasoline canister. Looked kind of cool. Has a kind of more beaten up, rusty look to it. So I thought it was kind of a cool display piece to put up here. And just again, as you've noticed, a lot of these things on my shelf here were either gifts to me that either got me at a certain point in my life or just me inserted something to me. So again, something from my mom, and no, she doesn't encourage me to drink. Don't throw that shit at me. But just a cool little gift my mom got. I think my brother got one of these, and I think my cousins all got a stocking stuffer too. That's pretty cool. Stainless steel, so it's actually pretty solid material. Yeah, moving on. Here's another vinyl I have. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Oh, it's the Awesome Mix Volume 1. Excuse me. Again, I got this at my work for, like I said, about $19.99. I kept this one still in the plastic because, again, I find that especially whether it's superhero related or Marvel related or anything like that, these probably will be somewhat collectible. I'm not saying this is like gonna make a $20,000 vinyl. No. Like I might resell this for like $100, maybe a couple $100. A few years down the road, way down the road. Cool collector's piece. I like my superhero stuff as well. I like to nerd out with all that stuff. So hit me up if you guys want to talk about superhero stuff, because I'd love to jump down that rabbit hole. It's super fun. Or if you want me to do any like fan castings or people you'd like me to guess would be cool actors to be superheroes, things like that, or what would happen in the Marvel Phase 5, whatever. Hit me up with that stuff. I love to talk about it. Yeah, it's a great movie too. The first and the second one. The third one is being in production right now, I think, but because this Corona stuff's going on, everything's just stopped. So everything's getting pushed back, which kind of sucks, but it makes sense, right? I like these soundtracks too, because I tend to lean a bit more towards, I guess you say classic rock and older music, and they put that in great spots in these movies and really get the depth of these characters, because it's kind of it's not ironic, but it's this movie about being in space and stuff, but yet there's songs from like the 60s, 70s. So like classic rock being played in space seems kind of funny to me. Alright, one of the last things on the shelf is a watch I got from the brand called Gold Gods. Now I got this watch on a Cyber Monday deal when I was still living in Ottawa, so that was probably 4.5 years ago now. Oh shit, time flies. Yeah, 4.5, 5 years ago. And at the time, I didn't really have anything to wear with like a nice outfit. Usually I'm wearing a nice watch, or maybe a nice like, not chain, but like something nice, whether it's a ring, watch, a nice cool accessory. So I was like, you know what? I got a good deal on this. This originally was like a $300-400 watch. It was like half off or more. So I was like, you know what? Let's break the bank and do it. Funny enough, at the time, I think my wrist has gotten a little fatter since, but at the time, it didn't fit. It was so goddamn big. Like, look at all the chains that got taken out of this, or links, I should say. That got taken out of this, and it was still too short. I went to another jeweler, and they said if I take any more of these links out, the watch is gonna get damaged permanently. So I was like, not worth it. Screw it. So I always just kept this as a little kind of reminder for some things where like you can always try to get some nice shiny things or some really cool expensive stuff, but at the end of the day, sometimes it's just not meant for you. It'll come at the right time. It wasn't the right time for me to wear something nice like that, and might sound a little, sappy or whatever you want to call it, but it's a nice reminder that it's nice to have nice things, but it's nice to have things you actually need, not just to have them just because they're nice things. It makes it shiny up here, a little bling bling. Now I'm saying. Now before I go on to this side, I'm gonna touch on stuff I have on the walls up here. So that shirt, long sleeve shirt, it's an Atlanta Falcons shirt. But on the back is my last name on it. My brother got it for me for a Christmas gift a few years ago. Number 84 at the time was the Atlanta Falcons' best receiver, probably their franchise right now until Julio Jones gets there. But Roddy White, that was his number, and that dude balled the fuck out. So that's why that number's there and why that's up there, and has my last name on it. So it kind of feels like it's a jersey. And the next one, 4 Year Strong. Now, that's arguably my favorite band of all time. And I wore this sweater so goddamn long. I could probably still wear it. It's a little snug, a little small, but I don't wear it that much. I haven't worn it in years, actually. It's a zip-up hoodie with a zipper on it. Had a cool little, like, anchor on it. You know, there's that anchor right there. It was that same kind of anchor, but it was a little tiny one on the zipper. And that ended up breaking off, and I lost it somewhere. So I was like, didn't feel right wearing it anymore. But I kept it because it turned out to be a nice wall piece, so that's why that's there. And I'm gonna touch on what's behind me. You guys already know I did a full video on this jersey, a Kobe Bryant jersey. Just a quick little summation. You can watch the full video. I think it was episode 3 or 4 I did, but so if you go check it out, it was Kobe Bryant jersey. I got it at a jersey giveaway night, or whatever you want to call it. When I went to LA 3 years ago now. Like I said, time flies. My goodness. But my brother and I went to a Lakers game. We were fortunate enough to do that. Shout out to my dad. Thank you, Terry. We each got a jersey, and it was his last year. He was playing his retirement year. And actually, at the time, it was Andrew Wiggins, a Canadian basketball player. It was his rookie year, and they were playing each other. So I got that jersey. I always wanted a nice NBA jersey, and I got that. So RIP to Kobe. Rip the Mamba. Mamba mentality for life. Now, the football here is Michael Vick football. Now, before everybody jumps on me for supporting a guy who ran, a dogfighting ring, essentially, this football has seen so much, like the laces are so worn out. There's actually we had two of these balls. My brother got one and I got one, and they each came with a tee. Both the tees broke in a matter of hours for us playing football in the backyard so much. Yeah, because honestly, it feels so great to throw this ball. Like, I can launch this ball quarter mile. Right over the mountains, you hear? Now, I will defend Michael Vick a little bit. Yes, a dog fighting ring is just terrible. Because I own a dog, and my roommate has a dog as well. Actually, the one of the dogs right behind the camera, laying down on my bed. He did change. He served his time. He served his punishment. Like he said, he got what he deserved, so to speak. And he came out a better man on the other side. And he came back to the league, and he took the Eagles to the NFC Championship game, I think, or the divisional round. He got them. He had some good years in Philly, so it shows that you can have some really bad mistakes, be around some really shitty people, but but then rise up above it. And also, Michael Vick got me into football in the first place. He was the first player when I was watching football. I was like, who is that guy, and why is he making everybody look ridiculous? So he actually got me into football. So Michael Vick will always have a special spot in my heart, and the reason why I like football. Like, you can't see on the camera, but I do have a Michael Vick jersey just off the camera, just up there. And I do have a lot of other Atlanta Falcons gear I don't have behind me here, but I do have in my room. Maybe I'll show you guys my room one day too. But yeah, cool little football. You know. Actually, this came from, I think my mom's boyfriend got these in South Africa. He got a little, souvenir gift for everybody he knew. That was kind of cool. I believe this is, you would like screw this in up here and you would go up on a wall, I think. But I always thought it was just kind of a cool piece to put on some of my books here. I'm not going to explain all the books and show you all of them. I'm just going to go over them really quick. I do feel it's kind of a cool looking piece. You can zoom in a little for you guys to get more detail there. But yeah, kind of unique little piece, that you could say. Now, I'm not sure you guys can see the books here that well, but starting from the top, you have The Road, based on the movie, but you know the book came before the movie. But The Road, the movie with Viggo Mortensen, actually not a bad movie really. It's not a bad book. I remember reading it in grade 11, I think, grade 11 English class. Not a bad read, but a better read is Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring. That and The Hobbit are probably one of the best books I've read in my life. So I'm not a big reader at all. I think I've read a total, maybe like 10 books total in my life on my own that I just wanted to read. And then Supermarket, it's a book by the rapper Logic, or he goes by Bobby Hall, is that your real name? But it was a good read, a quick read, because the font was a little bit bigger. The story got you involved. It was kind of reminiscent of like Fight Club. It had a twist like that at the end, but I recommend reading it or get the audiobook of it, because I know Logic did the audiobook voiceover of it too. So go check that out. And then The Happiness of Pursuit, I got this when I was going to Portugal, but we stopped at the Montreal airport because it was a quick layover before we flew to Portugal. And I stopped at the bookshop in there just to grab something on the flight because it was like a 7-hour flight. So I was like, I need something to kill a few hours with. So I actually read some of this book. It was a cool book. I actually never finished it. Whoops. It was a good read. It was kind of a more why people travel and like why you do things to make yourself happy rather than to make other people happy and things like that. I recommend checking it out. And then the next one, Redefining Success by W. Brett Wilson. When I was living in Ottawa, going to school at Algonquin, he came to the whole school and did a presentation about being an entrepreneur, owning businesses, things like that. And he gave out books. Probably is not a little promo for him. Let's get honest. He's a freaking billionaire, I'm pretty sure, in Canada. Yeah, I actually never really read it. It was just something just kind of cool to have. And the bottom one is The Bucket List. 1,000 Adventures, Big and Small. And I got this for my dad for Christmas last year because he knows it's nice having parents that want to reinforce your love of travel, because I like to travel. I love me doing some travel. I think everybody else should travel as much as they can in their lives. I could not recommend it anymore. And I feel like you learn a lot about yourself when you travel. Whether it's learning to be by yourself, whether learning how to adapt in different environments, different cultures, different languages, trying different food. I think just seeing different parts of the world really changes your perspective on how you view things in your life at the moment. Next, I have my sunglasses, some Ray-Bans. Actually, my regular glasses are Ray-Bans, because I got a 2-for-1 deal. Because these are prescription actually, so if you ever try to steal these glasses, you're fucked. But I'm going to put these over my glasses just because. Yeah, pretty badass, right? I know, I get it all the time. But yeah, these are also another thing you can see on People Flavor Podcast. Back when we actually shoot in Matt's studio, not when we're doing the Instagram live sessions or the Facebook live sessions. Yeah, it's another thing you see on the table, on my side of the table. So make sure you go watch an episode of People Flavor and see all the things of mine you can see on the table. Okay? Do that. Seriously, fucking do it. Now, speed up a little bit. I got 3 albums out instead of talking about all 3 of them separately. I'm going to do 3 of these all in one swing. So, first one, Bad Meets Evil, Eminem, Royce 5'9". Royce 5'9" was also in Slaughterhouse. So like I told you, Royce is one of my favorite rappers of all time. And this album, there's not really too many duds in this actually. One, because Eminem just rips, and so is Royce. And because they know each other for so long, they have really great chemistry going back and forth in songs and making great music. You definitely heard Lighters. This is an extra one, but like that was their pop song on the record. But the rest of them, Whew. Next one, we have The Incredible True Story. Well, the actual full name is it. The Incredible True Story and the Transformation of the Man Who Saved the World. You can read the whole thing right there. And I had pretty cool artwork. That's something I always appreciate about Logic. He always came through with good artwork. He always came through with a good body of work. And just because of the short form, The Incredible True Story, or Tits, which is kind of funny to say. It's a great album. I actually got, I think it's still in here actually. It might be somewhere else. Like, I got this. It's a bigger picture of Logic. But also, another one got sent to me because I got a pre-order bundle. And actually signed it, which is kind of cool. I think it's somewhere in my closet or something like that. I still do have it. So, kind of cool album, cool artwork. And then next we have Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP 2. Now, unfortunately, this one was, I hate calling it a flop because Eminem album a flop is like better than like 80% of other rappers' best albums. But this one didn't quite hit the mark. One, because he tried to do the Marshall Mathers LP 2. The original Marshall Mathers LP should have just been left alone. You shouldn't make a double of a classic, in my opinion. Especially with Rick Rubin and Dr. Dre helping him out in this album. It didn't quite hit the nail on the head. Some decent songs on it, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it just didn't quite hit there. But not bad album regardless. Speaking of another album, you've seen me talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 behind me. Now I have Volume 2. And again, God's winners. Shout out to winners again. Pretty cheap, and again, great soundtrack. Again, I'll kind of echo what I said with the first one. The classic rock songs in space are kind of a cool idea, and it actually sounded pretty nice. Great movie. I kind of like the first one more than the second one. That's just my personal opinion. They're both great flicks, though. I recommend watching them. Pretty neat. Awesome Mix Volume 2. Yeah. Now the next thing is probably one of the cheapest things I got on here, but one of the most maybe entertaining things. Fidget Spinner. Look at that. Are you not entertained? I sure as hell am. Again, I got this at work. It was in the clearance section at my workplace for like $2.50. So I was like, at the time, fidget spinners were, I don't want to say they were a thing ever. They're more of a fad. But I do find it did help out. I tend to be kind of fidgety and stuff like that. So it did help me kind of just chill out for a bit when I did have this. Unfortunately, these used to light up, so when you spun it, it was like a light show going on. But of course, it broke in a matter of hours because cheap plastic and winners don't go together. But still, fun stuff. When my roommates' kids come over, they like to play with it too. So, it has value, and see, it's fun. Sick trick. Now this next one, cheers. Actually, there actually is font on this. I'll take these out so you can get a better look at it. Men's longest drive. Yeah, I can crank a golf ball. Not really, but back when I was younger, I could hit the ball pretty straight. Nowadays, I have a wicked slice. Like, if I'm looking at the camera and the camera's a fairway, I'm aiming like over here because it's just like, and it just comes like over like that. But when I was younger, I could hit it straight. But I hit it straight, maybe like a 200-yard drive. It wasn't a bomb by any means, but on the hole that they count the longest drive, there's a line going down the whole fairway. And whoever gets the closest to that, and on the fairway, the longest gets the longest drive. And that happened to be me. Everybody else hit it in the rough or way off, and I won it. And I was about maybe 14, 15 years old, so I beat a bunch of grown men. So that's kind of a cool mug to have. And also things inside of it. I thought it was kind of cool to keep things in here. You know what I'm saying? But the first one we have Friday, November 25th, 2011. My goodness. So over 9 years ago, I went and saw the Ottawa Senators and the Pittsburgh Penguins play. My cousin had a hockey tournament in Pittsburgh, or around the area. So we went and saw a Pittsburgh Penguins game, me and a friend of mine, and it was a good time. Actually, got to see Sidney Crosby play and Evgeny Malkin, and I'm pretty sure the Penguins won that game, so it was good to see. And the next ticket we got in here, we have Warped Tour. My goodness, I don't want to say probably one of the top 5 best days of my life. Just off the top of my head, real quick, because again, Friday, July 9th, 2010. Woo-wee. My goodness, this day Well, the day before we had a few drinks, and a few. I mean, we actually did have a few. We each had 3 beers. We split up. Yeah, we split a 2-4 because there was that many of us that went. But we waited in line the next day to get in. It was raining. We were wearing garbage bag ponchos, like ghetto as hell. And then as the day kept unfolding, more and more cool shit just kept happening. It was roughly about noon, and we were standing in front of 4 Year Strong's tent, kind of like being little fanboys and being nervous, like, oh, that's their tent over there. Oh my god! And actually, one of the band members was standing in the tent, so we were like, oh, should we go over? Should we not? And then randomly this dude walks up to us and he's like, hey, you guys feel like working today? We're like, not really, no, we're here to just enjoy the music, have fun. And we're like, no, not really, man. But he's like, you get free backstage passes if you work for us for like an hour. We're like, okay, done deal. So for the next hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, each of us got put in different stations, and we served all the bands at Warped Tour lunch. Like, it was kind of a buffet style. We were just in charge of, restocking some things, being a runner, a coffee bar, a salad bar, things like that. And we did that. Then we got free backstage passes where we took some pictures with 4 Year Strong. We were stage side watching them do their set, and my god, fucking sick. Like, anybody who went to this show who knows me, was amazing. Again, another 4 Year Strong show. But this time it was with 4 Year Strong and Less Than Jake. Now, Less Than Jake is probably in my top 5 for favorite bands of all time. So, seeing both these bands play at the same show, it was almost like a borderline dream come true for the people that went to this show. And this was 2018, so it was only a couple years ago. So, it was nice to see. And actually, I was going to go see Less Than Jake with a roommate in May, but I think those shows got pushed back because of this whole coronavirus bullshit. It was a great show. We got right front row. It was so sick. A friend of mine got the set list paper. Another of my friend got a pick. Another one of my friends got a shirt. So like everybody got some cool shit. I kept the tickets. So I had a few things I like to keep the mementos for. All right, one of the last tickets I have in here is my friend Garrett offered me to go see Jay-Z. Now, a funny story with this one was, it was about a couple hours before the show even started, and my friend Garrett sends me a text like, hey man, want to come see Jay-Z tonight? Now, I was like thinking, you know what? I think it was November? So I think it was just like a night I was just chilling out at work in the morning, so I was like, maybe, but like I was thinking, Jay-Z is one of the greatest rappers of all time, and it's one of the things he just kind of go on a whim, and it was a dope show, and thanks to Garrett for inviting me that last minute. It's kind of a reminder that the last minute things can turn out to be pretty dope. So we both ripped up there. He drove up there doing, the speed limit. Yeah, it was a great show. I recommend seeing him live. He has so many goddamn hits. Like, shout out to Hove. The last thing in here is a cruise ship room key. Now, what year was this? March 14th, 2010. Now, at the time, I was still too young to drink, even in international waters. So this cruise ship was a fun time, but like I was still a bit too young to get the full experience of, being drunk on a boat and running around the cruise ship a little tipsy and having drinks on each of the stops. I think the stops were Belize, Cozumel, and somewhere else in Mexico, I think. But we left from Florida and kind of did a little triangle, really. Not the Bermuda Triangle, but we did a little triangle. It was fun. I'd probably go back on a cruise again, but I think I have to go on with friends as opposed to maybe family, but who knows. Things can always change. Now, the next thing is my vape. Well, the battery and then the cartridge here. And that's a cool little display piece. Now, it works okay. Not the greatest, but it's okay. Gets the job done, gets you a little stoned, like vapes are supposed to do. And yeah, and again, it's an oil cartridge vape. It's not a tobacco vape, because those are whack. Nobody likes juuling and all that dumb shit. Fucking figure it out. Now the next thing, you guys know this, you see the People Favorite podcast as well, is my Infinity Glove. Unfortunately, that's why it's there. It's holding these comic books up. I'll talk about them in a minute. Now, unfortunately, you cannot wear this glove. It's just, a little switch on and off. But, however, my brother got me for Christmas 2 years ago now. Honestly, it's fucking sick. I don't care how nerdy or dumb that sounds. I like it. I enjoy it. It's a nice little piece to have in here as well. And, again, I like comic booky stuff. Yeah, it would be sick if I could wear this, because I wear it quite often, more than you'd imagine. Cool little piece. Again, another gift. I always want to shout out those giving the gift. So shout out my brother Mitch. Thanks for the gift. I'll keep this bad boy on. Now, as you see, the one that fell down already, I'm gonna make it appear. Boing. So I got this set of 5 comic books. I'm at work. They had 5 comic books. I believe it was for like $5. So I was like, okay, I'll grab one of these. I'll get to what's kind of funny in a minute, but I like their more vintage comic books because, yeah, it's like a little dated, but like even the ads, right? Where's some ads in here? Actually, I didn't read this comic. It actually was not a bad comic. The ads in them are for like 1990. Like they're super old. I don't know much for these other ones. Although, like I said, these comic books were in the kids section of my work. And the last comic book I'm going to show you is The Punisher. Now, it's The Punisher. It's his armory. So, imagine a little kid getting this book, and it's just a picture of like all his guns and explosives he used. So, like, I found it kind of humorous. It was in the kids section because it literally shows his like his assault rifles, pistols, explosives, his car. Like, just everything that you wouldn't want a kid to see or learn about. So, these, actually, you got this in the wrong hands. Like, a freaking turret. A turret for our kids in the kids section. I feel like if you get it to the wrong kid, you might get another school shooter. The story, that was a rough joke, but it was right there for the taking. Deal with it because there's no schools to shoot up right now. So, that's another plus, right? Nobody's in school for the school to shut up at. I'm not wrong. The last thing on here, not that big a deal, but it's a remote. You guys know I did a video for like my lights I got. You know, I can change some colors and stuff. It's fun. I really enjoy myself quite often just hitting all these. You know, you can make them fade. You know, they can fade all nice. Ready to make them jump all nice and quick. You know, super fun. But back to the nice white. I like the white color. But if you guys want to see other colors, so other colors look nice, let me know. But yeah, that's just about it. I do have I counted earlier, and before I get too ahead of myself, Stevie Johnson jersey. I got it at Kmart in Buffalo. I needed a football jersey at the time. FJ13, same initials as me. And at the time, a rapper I liked named Ya Boy, he had a song. He's all about his bills, like Stevie Johnson. So that's why I got it. If you guys want, I can do another video talking about all the hats I have. So I have roughly, I counted about 24, 25 hats I have. And some of them are pretty cool. Like this one right here, if you can see it, it's like snakeskin. I got my name embroidered on the side. And the Hornets logo is actually the Charlotte Hornets. And actually, that's an old school logo you're not going to find anywhere unless you're really looking for it. So there is some cool stories and some cool custom hats I did get myself when I was really big into hats when I was younger. So I could do a video talking about those. Because I'm not going to talk about all of them right now. Because this video is already dragging on enough. So I feel like nobody's really going to be watching this at this point anyways. I will say thank you for watching. I'm going to wrap this up here because this is all the shit I left to talk about. And the only thing left I have is wonderful. Believe it or not, it's a painting. It doesn't look like it from a distance, but my girlfriend Cassie, she painted this for a Christmas gift, and it blew me away actually. Like it looks really nice, especially like up close. She didn't miss too many details in my logo. Like I might not even put my logo in the corner of my thumbnails anymore. I might just leave this for there because you can see it well enough. But what I can do is wrap this up because, like I said, this is dragging on a little bit longer than I thought it would. I'm gonna have to edit all this too, so. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you guys watching this. I know nobody asked for this video. Nobody asked for any of my videos, to be honest with you. Because I'm not sure who's even watching these anymore. That's some of my stuff explained. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Until next time, stay safe out there, kids. And keep on keeping on.